Hey, what's going on, guys? MinDQ7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode number 16 today for the, well, Save Mart 350 at Sonoma, because Dodge doesn't exist in this game yet. We're at Sonoma, and I am very happy about that, because I feel like there's finally a track where we can actually compete. Let me explain. During our last episode, you probably have realized about one thing. There's no engine work. What does that mean? This engine is finally ready to go. 64 power and 58 efficiency. As long as we don't blow up this engine, we are honestly good to go for Daytona. Because I plan to use this engine for the next 2 races while leaving this one alone. So, what are we going to do? We're actually going to sell this engine immediately because we have no reason to even keep it. Sell engine number 2. There we go. As well as the chassis, though, we have some stuff to do because we have 4 races left to go for this. For the engine, the chassis to be built. We need some overhauls here, and we need it fast. So this would have been a 52, 54. Now it's a 54, 59 with 53 downforce across the board. So also durability going to be increased to 60 as well. So that's also going to be good. I could hire a I could hire a fabricator as well, but we're actually not going to bother doing that yet because we don't have any, like, downforce to get. So for right now, that's probably going to be the next upgrade, actually, is to get more downforce in the car, but we just don't have enough money for it at the moment. Hopefully within the next couple races, we can actually invest in that for a 9-race thing. So we're gonna build another unnamed car because I'm too lazy to name it, and immediately we're going to put our best equipment for this race. Except the changes to the car. I am very happy because now, for the first time in a while, we actually have a car rating that's actually more than like 53. Stats and info, of course, we're still nowhere near anybody. We're still 41st in points. We basically last of the full-time drivers anyway. Same paint scheme, of course. We got about 3 races left with the UAW Delphi paint scheme, so hopefully we'll be able to get our prestige to 60 and actually start earning some more money. Otherwise, we're probably going to be stuck in an infinite loop, which I hope we're not. So yeah, on to Sonoma. I hope we have a good race, guys. Alright, I got a really good feeling about this because Sonoma is one of my favorite tracks to race on anyway. I love road course racing, whether it be like NASCAR or any like racing game whatsoever. I love road course racing. Unfortunately, I made my car set up a little bit too loose right here, so I might actually make it a little bit tighter. It was fast a while ago when I was playing around with it. I think I might have made it a little too loose for qualifying. As you can see here, it's really starting to really kick the back end out. But I think I'm gonna keep that for the long run anyway, because I do know it gets tight so much. But let's just see how this lap goes. Now, if I recall correctly, in this game, the AI are interesting, to say the least, like to race against here. You'll see why when we go take the grid later on in the episode. Hell, they just go absolutely bonkers, and they said they be making moves that they absolutely shouldn't be making, essentially, as well. As we go through turn 10 here, going into turn 11, like they could even make like an outside pass on turn 11, and I mean just nearly riding the wall when they really shouldn't be able to do so. It's absolutely absurd. But anyway, coming off of turn 11 for the one final time, or first lap anyway. Let's see what the lap's going to be. It's going to be a 1:12.2. So maybe I will keep the -2 wedge that I have here or whatnot, because we're now nearly a full second ahead of Ken Schrader, who was also originally going to be on the pole. Stacey Compton being in 5th does not really suit well for me at all. So this is the setup going into it. 20 PSI on the tire pressure, 76, 75 respectively on the downforce, 55 and 95. I might make the wedge in a -1.5, but I'm going to leave it at 2 just for the heck of it. And this is the weird gas-gear ratio that we have here. So let's just get on with the main show, and hopefully, hopefully things will go out well for us.
NASCAR Winston Cup Racing is in the Sonoma Valley today. MRN is live with flag-to-flag coverage of today's Dodge Save Mart 350 from the Infineon Raceway. It always makes it interesting to watch these drivers have to turn left and right.
Well, these guys only run on road courses twice a year, which means they don't spend much time tuning for them. There is a good chance we'll see a new face in victory lane at the end of this one.
What a great starting position for the Delphi car.
Well, the extra time that team spent on qualifying this week makes all the difference. I think they should spend extra time every week. Maybe it would help improve their average starting spot.
The 77 car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Wally Dallenbach is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
So it's an Andy Petrie car on pole today. Of course, ourselves being the UAW Delphi car for being our second pole of the season anyway. We also got a very interesting row 3 in the form of Wally Dallenbach and Stacey Compton and Bobby Hamilton. Normally I'd be okay with Bobby Hamilton being up there, and also I see Chad Little up there too. That's not exactly what I want to see, especially since the AI tend to be really stupid. But let's try to make sure we prevent them from being stupid. As we're underway here at Sonoma Valley, we're going to be trying to make 27 laps as clean as possible. Try to make Schrader not pass us on the outside. He's going to go already into the grass, as well as Ricky Rudd. We have a little bit of contact there. Try to make sure we don't damage that left front too much. But we're gonna be side by side. We're gonna think better of it. Back in second place we go, but we're gonna try to have a good launch off the corner. But as you can see, the AI are very interesting here. They just kind of nearly descends us into the shadow realm, which we don't want. How aggressive are they gonna be going into 7? They held back on that one, honestly. For us, though, I think the plan is to try to avoid these guys as much as we possibly can, especially since they could be a little bit stupid, especially going into turn 11. I'll show you here if we are able to get a good send into turn 11. Anyway, we had a really good turn 10 actually. We're not going to be able to pass Schrader, I don't think, as we're going to try to not lock up our tires so much. Like, look how much they were able to gain on me there. I was braking at a normal rate. If I were to brake any later, I would have completely destroyed my front tires. So I decided to go against it. As Stacey Compton is about a good ways back now. I can see that 9 car in the mirror. It's not exactly what I want to see. As Ricky Rudd just goes completely wide. Matt Kenson's going to be right on Ricky Rudd. Where the hell did that run come from, Ricky? All right, I'm not going to fuck around with these guys. You can see they're like 2-wheeling off the corners there, as well as like being completely wheelless, I should say, as well, as our left rear is now damaged. Not exactly what I want to see there either. Trying not to lock up our left fronts. But we're fine now. But unfortunately, I really don't want these two in my mirror, the 4 and the 9 respectively. I really don't want them there. I don't want them in front of me either, because after all, I kind of want to finish ahead of them. As we go wide, not exactly what I want to see either. We're actually in the grass for the first time today. First of many, I should say. Yeah, the plan is to try to pit early, like lap 7 or 8, and try to get ourselves a clear amount of traffic, if possible, anyway. I don't know if it's going to be possible for us to get any sort of clear traffic today, so whatever we have is whatever we have. Bobby Hamilton does make a pass around Stacey Compton. He's up to the top 5. Normally, I'd be very happy to see Bobby Hamilton in the top 5, but of course, since we're racing against him in points, I'm not. Objective survival's going pretty well. Robert Presley somehow managed to get him sneak himself into the top 5. I mean, more power to him, I should say. They just get absurd runs going into turn 11, honestly, and I'm just trying to defend them off like the first few sections of the track, and then try to build up a gap, but then try to hold them off again in the last sections of the track, especially here in turn 11. I'm trying not to lock up my tires. But Robert Presley just shows up out of nowhere on the outside just like that. Like, how? How are they making that work? I have no idea. It's like they have Formula 1 tires or something. I don't remember them having Pirellis or whatnot, but definitely for sure, I don't want any more of my car damage than it already is, even though it's very slightly, but still could be enough to ruin our lap times, which we really don't want. I'm pushing this thing as hard as I can, try to make sure we stay away from everyone, try to keep that top 5 position alive. If we have a really good bite there, as they're just mountaineering off that little corner in Old Reliable, as as myself and Kamikaze call it. Anyway, through turn 6 or turn whatever that is. Actually, I can't think of the top of my head. I'm not worried about that at the moment. Yeah, they're just hounding all over me, man. I don't know what to say to anybody. They're just like relentless. The top 3 are gone, by the way. I'm not catching them. But that's okay. I don't need to. I just want to get ourselves a good solid day and just try to hold on to it as best I can. I didn't really think I was gonna be leading that many laps. I thought for sure I would have a chance for a good run, but they're just watch how absurd this is. Can anyone explain to me at all how is that possible? I think the answer is you can't. Like, how? I think I saw that happen to What If Racing, believe it or not, like on the last lap of a race. I think it was Dale Jarrett that made that maneuver on him, and he ended up taking the win away from What If on the last lap by making an absurd move like that. I don't know how. Like, I don't know if it's within like the aggressiveness value of the legend difficulty that does that or what, but holy crap. Like, even in the stock game, they do that. So it's not just because of the mod. It's because of the, like, the original game itself. Like, making AI do the big stupid like that. But anyway, our plan is almost a success. I want to make sure we pit, like, on lap 8 or 9 to try to get away from these guys. But, I don't know. We might not be able to... we might be able to get some clear ground anyway. I just want to make sure we're able to actually get ourselves away from everyone. Like, probably like lap 8 or 9 is when we'll make our only pit stop. But Nick, why are you only going to go 18 laps on the second run? Well, I'll tell you why, because people are making their pit stops now. Oh, hello, Big E. It sounds like a rapper's name. I just described Dale Earnhardt Sr. Big E. I know there's Big E Cheese. Only real ones would know. But, Dale, that's not how you drive a road course, my guy. That's not good. Caution's out early. Not exactly what I want to see. I was hoping to pit. I know I was hoping to pit early, but I really didn't want to pit when everyone else did. We're not even gonna bother holding onto that spot. So now the back end's damaged, Dale, and Chad Little fucking got in front of us. God, how is he in front? How is he up here still? The 2 people I'm racing against for points are up in the fucking front of me, or nearly in front of me. Like, come on. I know John Andre should be up here. That's fine, but not fucking Chad Little. Come on now. I cannot seem to catch a break in this career mode. Honest to goodness. We had a good run at Talladega before pit stop woes occurred. All right, well, this will be our only pit stop, and we have to survive for another 17 laps or so, I guess. A couple people are probably gonna get trapped a lap down. I think one of our teammates as well. So it's Dale Jarrett that spins out completely at Sonoma. His car got torn up right then and there, even though it's not going to be shown there. So Dale Jarrett causes an actual caution. Not ourselves. Right in front of like some of the drivers anyway. So that happened just behind us, it seems. Yeah, this will be our only stop. It's a long way until we're going to get to our pit stall, so we're going to hope that some of the folks get held up here. I don't want any changes. I'm happy with the car setup. I just hope, you know, the pit crew will actually do their jobs here. We need them to do their jobs. Oh, come on. Why did we get stopped right there? So now Chad Little's gonna get in front of us for sure. All right, Bobby Labonte gets held up as well. All right, big bucks, no whammies. We really want a good pit stop here, please. Don't mess this up, I beg of you. Seriously. Rudd's out, Schrader's out, Kenza's out, and we make a mistake. Why do we make a mistake? We lost spots. Chad Little's in front. 13th is where we're at. Anyway, 17 laps to go at this race. We have to do a double of the run that we have here. Hold on to positions we can. Bobby Hamilton and Chad Little are in front of us, which we really need to be in front of, and Stacey Compton's nearby us as well. Why is it that people that were nearby in points just happen to be the people in front of us that we're racing against? Thankfully, Daytona, I have something up my sleeve for, but my goodness, these AI don't know how to chill behind me. And that's what I'm worried about, because now we're in a fucking hornet's nest. As the left side of the car is damaged now, because I don't know how they expect to make a move like that. No love lost between me and Bobby Hamilton still in this career mode, and now the left front's damaged. So, rip lap times, guys. RIP lap times. We're going to be running 13s and maybe 14s now the rest of this race, even though the car is slightly damaged. Aerodynamics is kind of a big thing here. After all, we have max downforce. But we're up to 11th, and probably going to gain a little bit more because for now, all of a sudden, they have a chill pill, but yet they can make an outside line like that just somehow work. Okay, so now the front center is damaged too, because I wasn't expecting Mike Skinner to be like that, but here we are. Yeah, 112.6. Yeah, forget about it. We're not making those lap times ever again. And we got sent by Mike Skinner. And I couldn't save it.
Number 24 just got into you. Yellow flag's out.
Why am I... So make that two people I want to fucking pay back now. Brett Bodine from last episode, and now Mike Skinner from this episode. Alright, expect no help from me on that one, RCR, at Daytona. As I said in a community post, I said the chaos would still continue, and here it is. The car is fucking destroyed. We have nothing left to lose. Just make sure the motor doesn't fucking blow up on us. Well, at least I'm not the only car that's kind of fucked up. Our teammate's kind of fucked up. Michael Waltrip's fucked up. Jeff Burton's fucked up. We're fucked up. Elliott Sadler's nose is fucked up. There's so many people's noses that are fucked up. My car is completely fucked. I'm legitimately getting angry about this whole playthrough so far, but it's alright. We got Daytona next coming up. We'll be fine. We'll be able to get a good finish there, assuming everything goes well. As long as the engine doesn't blow. And we're fine. They did a good job, I would say. We'll be lucky we'll be making 115 lap times. We're back at 37th. Long way to go. People in front of us are long gone now. What's the leaderboard looking like? Chad Little... I seriously hate this game. Chad Little's in fucking second. Chad fucking Little is in second, and I'm in 37 trying to get fucking points on him and Bobby Hamilton. I just don't get it, man. If they want to be absurd, I'll be absurd. We got Dave Marcus, who's deciding to think that this is a super speedway. That's not till next week, my guy. I don't know what he's doing here in the middle of nowhere in California. Probably wanted to drink wine at his old age, but it's still, that's okay. I would be too if I was his age, drinking a whole lot of wine. We're up to 35th, but honestly, doesn't really matter at this point with how fucked up the car is. We're gonna see what's our move like gonna be like in turn 7. We're gonna make only one pass here, make it very nice and safe. So we're up to 34th. We're gonna try to get as many positions as we can. Hopefully Chad Little can, you know, get around like Matt Kent. So he's probably gonna get himself his first career win, it seems. The AI can have a bit of a hard time getting around each other and certain people at Sonoma, especially the leader. Here we go. We're gonna make a pass on Kyle Petty. We're up to 33rd. We actually got some fresh tires anyway, so that's the only good news about all this is we have fresh tires. So what about we make our move into turn 11? We're actually gonna make a lot of passes here. I mean, we have the grip. We might as well. Got to make a pass on Junebug here as well. We're up to 26, so believe it or not, it's actually not all hope is lost as I thought it would be, but lap times are out the window. Because look at this, we're going to be making a 115, 116 actually. 4 seconds off the pace. Oh my God, Jeff Gordon almost died right then and there, right in front of us. Really, really interesting. See how what I mean about the AI racing each other rather interesting here as well in this race. It's not just the way they race the player, they also race each other pretty badly as well. Here's making another move down to turn 11. Jeff Gordon just makes a huge send. We follow along with. We're actually going to grind Jeff Gordon towards the wall right then and there. We got Kenny Irwin Jr. in front of us as well. We're going to sneak our way inside the top 20, and we do. We're up inside the top 20 with less than 10 laps to go. I didn't realize my engine was just that high in the RPMs. Thankfully, I remembered to shift as Jeff Gordon nearly dies again off of turn 1. So we're actually making progress anyway, so that's good. That's good news there. But unfortunately, our targets are second, and I didn't get a look at Bobby Hamilton. He is in 14th, so we're actually gaining on him as well. Chad, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where he came from, but he's there, trying to challenge Kenton for both their first wins of their careers. Anyway, we have a lot of first-time winners in this career mode so far. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Kenton became another one of them. Well, we got Stacy Compton right beside us as well. We're gonna try to make a nice send onto him going into turn 11 for another spot, and we do. We take 19th away. But he'll just get a decent run off that corner. Hopefully he'll just hold up Jeff Gordon as long as we can. Next up is Rick Mast. Yeah, we have about like 7 laps to go in this race at this point. We're still running 1:14.5s, which is okay, I guess. But you know, I was expecting a little bit more this race, especially since our targets are, you know, ahead of us. We gained a spot on Stacey Compton, but all the wrong guys are behind us. So that's the one thing I'm just like I'm a little annoyed, but also at the same time, I guess it's fine. We're actually gonna get a decent finish out of this, better than finishing fucking dead last or 35th, like legitimately, I should say. We're in the top 20 legitimately, so we're actually somewhat competitive anyway. Like I said, once we get the tire grip, we're good. We have to wait though, sadly enough, patiently. I really don't want to wait patiently, but we're gonna probably lose this 19th place spot because it's Jeff fucking Gordon behind us as well. Yeah, if you think that he's fucking out of this, he's not. Trust me.
Everything okay with the car? Easy on the bumping, buddy. We don't want it coming back at us.
Jeff, do you really think that was gonna fucking work? I mean, the AI thinks they do, but I say no because that should be physically impossible.
Oh, you're fast.
5 laps to go. I feel like I'm catching Rick Mast, but
That was a quick one.
I got Jeff Gordon breathing down my ass cheeks around like every so often, like especially around here. Like, I don't know where they get this fucking speed off this corner from, but the AI just kicked my ass there every time. I'm not sure why. I feel like I'm doing the corner perfectly fine. The AI just have like super grip packs or something. As we go off the track, we're gonna let Jeff Gordon go by because I've had enough of seeing that Rainbow Warrior paint scheme behind me. Yeah, that was on purpose, not. Anyway, we're gonna try to remake the pass on him here. He was going awful slow in that one section. We're gonna give him a little bit of a nudge there. And our right front tire gets worn out first because that makes sense. So we're coming to 3 laps to go here at Sonoma Valley. I'm trying to hold off Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett. I think Jeff Bird's right there beside us as well. They just get so good off some of these corners, like especially this one right here. I don't know what the heck, what steroids they're on here, but they just get so much more speed than I do off that corner. If I mess up once, they're basically right on my tail like they are right there. They're ready to shove some Craftsman tools up my ass right then and there. They went to the Sears department store to say, give me one of everything so I can shove it up this 56's tailpipe. As Jeff Gordon's trying to make a move on us, it just doesn't seem to happen right then and there. I don't know if Chad Little's still in second or not. No, he isn't. It's John Andre that takes the second spot away from Chad, which is fine by us, but man, I was hoping to have a better day for ourselves. I mean, top 20 is still fine. Actually, Jeff Burton got around Jeff Gordon, so that's really interesting there. I'm trying to catch Rick Mast still. I think we could be able to do it, but this car is running out of grip real fast. Like, I've done all I could do with this thing. We're not going to make a move here, obviously. It's just not worth trying. As right there, our car just nearly goes straight into the wall. We're actually we can actually gain on Rick Mast a little bit there. Hope we can just keep doing the same thing we did the previous 2 laps, since we have 2 laps to go. 43 seconds back. We ain't winning this one, obviously. Or even coming close to a victory. trying to take this corner the same way we did last time. And we actually got a decent exit there. We're trying to hold off the Wonder Boy himself. The annoying 24 card, who's been actually being annoying him too, as he goes sailing off, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Just 1.5 laps to go in this shit show, as we got Jeff Burton trying to fight him off too. Go on, Jeff Burton. Help me out in terms of fighting Rick Mast. That wouldn't be the first time I got sent this race. I'll tell you what, as we're actually not gonna take Jeff Burton's little bump and run right then and there too lightly. So unfortunately, that kind of cost us our time with Rick Mast. So now it's all about the defense, baby. That's all we're doing here from this point forward. Hopefully, we can defend just one last time. As leader is already in the way to turn 4, this car can't turn anymore. Unsurprisingly, are we gonna hit this wall? Oh. All right, we're not going to take that lying down. We're getting that top 20 back. I don't fucking care. I'm not taking that very lightly at all. Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, get ready, because here I come. 1 lap to go. Oh, nope, never mind. The car quit turning. Never mind, the car quit turning. God dang it. So, we just lost 3 important spots there. Because, yeah, pickles. I really can't think of a reason anymore. Can we try to make any one last send anywhere? Probably not, actually, because this car cannot turn anymore. Jerry Nader's ready to make a pass on us as well. Yeah, this car is just done. It's done turning, guys. It's done. What about turn 7? Anything? No. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky. We can get like a turn 11 send or something. Coming towards the final corner, obviously we're not going to be able to make any sort of send. Unfortunately, we can't get our top 20 back. It was kind of a mid. We finished in the middle of the pack. We had a mid off, and we lost the mid off, so we're trash off, essentially. We finished 22nd.
Okay, we're done.
Yep.
I know it's tough out there. We'll have another chance at him.
Chad Little finishes 3rd. Matt Kenseth is your winner today. He's another first-time winner in this series.
There weren't very many lead changes.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. Just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The Delphi car definitely got a little banged up, and it shows what an effect that can have on your finish.
Yeah, you can't expect a good finish when you don't take care of your car. But sometimes that's easier said than done in this series. There are certain times when you just have no place to go.
From all of us here at EA Sports and MRN, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
So it's Matt Kenseth today, who gets himself his first career win at a road course known as Sonoma Raceway, Sears Point, Infineon, whatever you want to call it. Well, for us, we know what people to add now to our hit list. We got Mike Skinner now on our hit list, and we got Brett Bodine of all people in our hit list. Unfortunately, the people that finished in front of us were, the people we're racing against in the championship, so we won't be getting like any sponsorship money anytime soon from there. Wow, what is with like a lot of the first-time winners in this career mode? We have at least I lost count at this point. We had quite a bit though. Hopefully, Daytona will bring us some luck as well to become maybe even a first-time winner there. I have something up my sleeve for Daytona, but you'll have to see and find out. But for now, Matt Kenseth is your winner, and he should celebrate like all of you. Well, we got money. That's good. We got $207,000 that race, but Stacey Compton finishes 24th. So, the race results here today, of course. Matt Kenseth is your winner. He led a really good majority of the race. He actually completely dominated that race. But John Andretti was on his heels. He got held up by Chad Little a little bit too much there. I think maybe Andretti would have had a chance of the win, but unfortunately he got stuck behind this motherfucker that somehow got 3rd. We lost points to both him and Bobby Hamilton. Labonte 4th, Rudd 5th, Stewart 6th, Earnhardt 7th, Steve Park 8th. This motherfucker that dumped me. There's 2 people now I gotta pay back, the 11 and the 31. I gotta make a mental note for that. Johnny Benson ends up the top 10. Hamilton finishes 16th. We would have had a little bit more, but we finished 22nd, so we lost points. Compton finishes 24th. Yeah. Scott Pruitt, I was expecting better because he is a road ringer. I don't know what happened to him. I think he got killed off in that little incident there with Kenny Irwin. I don't know. I really don't know if we were racing or playing ping pong, because that's exactly what happened in that race. We got Daytona coming up. This is the big deal. Where are we at in points? We only need a few more points to pass Scott Pruitt, because Bobby Hamilton's now 39th and Stacey Compton's 38th. we need to have a good race at Daytona, especially against Scott Pruitt, to get ourselves finally back in the top 40 in points. Finally. I mean, I did say our comeback begins now. Our prestige is doing good now. We gained +2, so we can actually be able to start making some more money pretty soon. Hopefully. The engine power looks pretty good. We did lose a little bit, but that's okay. So how much did we lose? Oh, we lost 4. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. We lost 4. 94 to repair for 2 races. Okay, so what about you? Oh, perfect conditions. Well, I'm not worried about that. So what about you? What if I overhaul you? It's 2 races for 59. Ooh. I mean, we don't have enough. We don't have any money to do anything. That's the important thing, really. We could, but I can't repair the engine though. That's the problem. The chassis is going to be 1 race, but unfortunately, it's 50 across the board afterwards. So we're gonna have to deal with the worst chassis possible. But that's okay. We can deal with that. Once again, no R&D. We could put more downforce. We could ask to put downforce on this thing. You know, if we were to go to you know, we could actually have to put the money down for that right now if we so want to, but we're not doing that. I don't think. No, I can't. We need the tire grip. It's just that bad, man. I don't know what to say. But anyway, a very important race coming up for us. Daytona is up next, and we need to make sure we actually do really well there. So yeah, pretty chaotic race. I don't know if we were racing or playing ping pong there, but I'll let you be the judge. Anyway, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And we're almost getting close to that 600 subscriber special, so stay tuned for that as well. Gotta make sure you hit that subscribe button first in order to make it possible. But anyway, we'll see you in the next one at Daytona.